Hello guys, so today I just want to showcase a little build that I've been running, and it's a pretty cheap build, and I think it's great because the last few days I've just been searching for a very cheap build on Druid, which like works very well though. So yeah, I'm just gonna showcase this. So this is how it looks like. Obviously, like you're not gonna be running this like right off the bat. You don't need this. You can just take a standard crystal ball. You don't need the Cyclops Vision crystal. I just have it in right now. So pretty much build, as you can see the stats, it's a full strength build. I mean, you see it every day. You just do a shit ton of damage. Your HP is not bad either because strength buffs health a little bit. So health kind of meh, not crazy. Damage really good. Will is also a little bit higher. The will is a bit higher than usual. It's at 31, and this is because this build focuses on a lot of strength and a lot of magic power or will. And yeah, so let me showcase this. So first of all, we have basically everything full damage on. You can see here like the pendant, the rings, the gear, pretty much all strength except obviously the leather leggings. That is not strength because there's no strength pants for Druid. So starting off with Forest Hood, I simply put 2 will on there. As I said, we're stacking a lot of will. We're stacking a lot of magic power on top of everything that gives damage basically. So we want +2 will. This just has a lucky roll of agility, pretty nice. You can put anything else on there if you can afford it, like agility, max health, Viger, whatever you want. But yeah, the important part, +2 will. Same thing goes for the petty tunic, +2 will. The leather leggings are needed here for the +5 will. They give nice armor rating for not that much move speed minus. You need to put +2 strength on there. Then we will go with the heavy boots, +2 will, important. It's not that expensive, so if you want a little upgrade, you can put some move speed plus on there if you want to. We got the riveted gloves. We're not stacking any additional physical damage or anything like this because 46 strength already deals enough damage while in bear form. Like you don't really need it. Like with 46 strength, you pretty much deal like 160 headshot damage, I think, on bear. So it's like it's already enough. Like you don't need more. +2 will on there, and then pretty much just magic power on top of everything. +2 magic power is the max you can get on rings, and then on the cloak it's also +2. Except on the pendant, there's +3 magic power. You can also go with magic damage, sure, but I just think it's nicer / cleaner to do it with magic power because you have 1 magic power, 2 or 3 magic power instead of having all of these different numbers and you need to look for. If you just go with magic power, it's just gonna be cleaner and you can just buy it quicker. And yeah, that's all that this build is about. Just quick, nice build that works. As for the weapon, I do not recommend anything other than this. So pretty much just a rondel dagger. You can put anything on there, like I don't have to tell you, additional weapon damage, max health, whatever you want, and then the crystal ball. And now if you don't run anything like with knowledge and memory, you need to put +1 additional mem cap on here and +1 additional mem cap on here. Obviously this is the Cyclops Vision crystal, you don't need it on there because it has 2 knowledge, but if this was a normal crystal ball, you would need 2 extra memory cap in total. So +1 on here, +1 on there. As for the secondary weapon, it's gonna be less important, but you can pretty much pick between spare and ceremonial stuff. Yeah, so the spear can be used to kind of like space, but since this build has absolute dog shit fucking action speed, it's not gonna be very easy to space with it, so I don't really recommend it. The ceremonial staff basically adds like another 5 HP on top of any heal that you do, so it's pretty nice when you reset. You can just get an extra healing boost on top of everything. And yeah, I'm gonna talk about how much you heal later on. Yeah, so yeah, obviously put some potions in, pretty standard. This entire build cost me less than 3,000 bucks and can pretty much contest with anything if played correctly. That's why I like this build. For the perks, obviously Shapeshift Mastery, obviously Enhanced Wildness, Dreamwalk, really nice. Gonna talk about it later. I don't think I need to talk about that yet. And then Sun and Moon for that extra HP and magic power. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As for the spells, you're gonna be running pretty much standard. I mean, I guess you could run something else, but I don't really recommend it. This is pretty much the best stuff you can get. For these skins, yes, I'm gonna be going over races. I think pretty much anything that doesn't switch around too much is good, like the Frost Skeleton. I don't recommend these because you're magic. You don't really want to lose more magic resistance, nor do you don't want to switch anything around there. So just keep it. You don't need to do anything here. It's gonna be alright like this. I just use this because it's just kind of nice, I guess. guess. Doesn't really matter. But I wouldn't really, if you just like, for example, the Frostwalker skin would be like really ass, because as you can see, I have minus 3.5 with it on. It's minus 5. It's gonna be very noticeable. I don't recommend doing it. But yeah, this is pretty much the entire build. The strength pretty much lies in, you can do like insane damage, pretty much. You just do insane damage with bear form. You know, just hop in, 2 headshots, and if the person is not dead, which I mean a lot of them will be if you land 2 headshots, if the person is not dead, you just jump out, because you don't have any HP to deal with, so you need to jump out and then reset basically. I can just kind of make an assumption here, but basically Nature's Touch and Restore together will restore around 70 HP for you. With the staff in the hand, it's 80 HP, so pretty much a full reset instantly. And that's basically the strength of this build. Get someone down to low HP, if they get you down, go out, reset, and then apply pressure on them. Make sure that they don't reset faster than you. I mean, if it's another druid, then I mean, I guess shit, you know, like it is what it is. But yeah, overall stats, action speed is trash, move speed is trash. Move speed doesn't matter that much on druid though, I would say. Buff duration looks a bit higher, but it's usually should be a bit lower. Pretty nice. The buff duration also buffs up your heals, so that's why you heal a lot more. Resistance around 35%, around 26% most of the time. I just got lucky rolls. This power bonus is nice, magic power bonus is nice. Overall, a very decent build. It just depends on the user. You can pretty much beat anything in the game with this if you play it absolutely perfectly. You know, like you will not, this kind of build, you have to kind of play around it, but you won't, therefore, as like a price for playing around it, you won't get into situations where like, yeah, there's no way I can beat this, you know what I mean? Like you will be able to beat basically anyone with this if you play it absolutely perfectly, you know? I mean, there's a lot of builds like this, so it's not like an absolute god build. There's a lot of builds in this game which can beat basically anything, but this is, you know, a druid build of that. And yeah, let's try a bit in game. Enough yapping and talking way too long. Alright. I'm gonna reset right now. Is one of them dead? So right here, the ranger thinks that I'm like in a really bad spot, and I can use that. So I go like right behind that wooden pallet to kind of, you know, fake that I'm gonna heal up and back off. But in reality, I'm just gonna charge a tree and try to lock that ranger in. And he's dead. Alright. That's cool. Really mid-gear, to be honest. But this pretty much buys my entire kit back. Also, I think I forgot to mention, I don't know if I mentioned this, but this Druid build is only meant for solos, by the way. Sure, it can be useful for while you're in a team, but I haven't tested it in teams. That's gonna be straightforward here with you. Is it gonna be another ranger? The Panther already dead? So in this situation I decided that the dagger would be my best bet because I can't really transform in a small room like this. So yeah, I pretty much just pull out the dagger and simply abuse the fact that if I stab inside of the enemy, I simply still do like full damage even if my hand is inside of them. That is not true for the spear. So like if you just stab inside with the hand while wielding the spear, like you do so much less damage compared to the dagger, which still deals full damage. This is simply because of the impact zones from the weapons. So if you don't know about that, you should probably like look it up on the wiki. That's alright. Alright. No stacking, true. It's alright. So as you can see from the damage from my health right now, you should never fight a reckless attack barbarian. You always need to bait reckless attack so he uses it, and then you need to silence him with panther form and immediately switch to bear form and just try and kill him. Because it's basically just impossible to tank reckless attack. It just does way too much damage, you know. It's just impossible. Fuck. I need to silence him. Does he have reckless attack though? Well, silence him. That was the only way I could defeat him. Bait his reckless attack and then silence it away. Yeah, I do enough damage, I don't need to... I don't... need to... Did I just hear something? Well, but yeah, I don't need to headshot to the other attack. Pretty good, I'd say. And that's the strength of this build. Although he was kind of trolling, not gonna lie. This guy kind of was trolling. Oh, he has absolute dog shit. Actually, never mind, it's not absolute dog shit. But I'm not taking anything. Damn, what the fuck? What? If I were to do a video about Druid tricks, this would definitely be in the video. You can crouch in panther form and you're basically almost unhearable unless there's like nothing happening. But if there is something happening, like in this clip where two people are fighting, there's no chance that they could have hurt me because I'm so incredibly silent. Alright. Pretty tense fight so far. And another one typing in the chat, bro. This is happening every match now. Yeah, in the evening you really notice everyone's just way more salty. So as I already said, this build works against anyone if you play it like really well. And in this situation I would have 100% lost because I know I can't transform there and he doesn't get baited out. So I just simply need to like switch position or leave the fight entirely because there's just no way I can win it in that position. Alright. So yeah, thoughts overall, I think the build's pretty good, as you were able to see. Like I was easily able to fight people, you know, with like way higher kits, like Frostlight. And yeah, pretty much do not switch out any of these. I don't recommend it, especially Dreamwalk. Let's say someone plays like Windless Crossbow or something. You can just tank the hit, right? Just make sure he doesn't headshot you. Just tank the hit or dodge the hit. But let's say you tank it, you get into Dreamwalk, you can instantly cast Restore, all of your HP is back up, and you can continue running them down. And yeah, pretty much this is the entire build. A lot of survivability with the healing. You do good damage as well. And even though you see some of the situations were kind of tricky, you have the tools, you know. You have the tools. Pick up this build, get better at Druid, get better at this build, and you'll have, you know, massive amounts of profit. So that later on you can, if you want to abandon this build, make your own like really insane build and, you know, test out some stuff yourself. But this is a great starter build. For me, it's a pretty much main build, pretty much improve everything here very easily without it being too expensive. And thanks for watching.